just roll those shoulders up, back and down a couple times. Go to a wider stance, bend those knees. Emphasize rolling the shoulders and then lifting and opening, and do that a few times. You can start to bend the knees a little bit and round into it, and then open up into it. Good, just two more. Nice, last time, round it, lift it, squeeze them, shoulder blades come together, open that chest, bring the hands down to the thighs. Exhale through your cat. Inhale through your full wolf moon. Oh. We're going to do that again, cat and wolf. And then we're going to drop that right shoulder in, look over the left. Back through center, other way. And back through center, we round. And then we're going to drop that right shoulder in again, but we're going to round and extend cat and wolf. Back through center, other way. Round and extend. Good. Tailbone long. Big deep breath in. And exhale. Squeeze it down. Abs in. So we've been working on balance a little bit in my classes at the Y. So we're going to work a little bit here on balance. Right foot ahead. Just lift that left leg. No big deal so far. We're going to kind of start with just static balance. Then we'll move into some dynamic balance. While you're here, I want you to think about balance doesn't come from your ankle, even though your ankle might be doing this. In yoga and Pilates, we talk about balance coming from your dantian or your core. But honestly, your vestibular system and your vision have a whole lot to do with it. So let's put that left foot down with that right leg. So eyes on the horizon or looking on your screen, that helps stabilize. If you had a sinus infection and your ears were stopped up, that would probably be more challenging. Floor, more solid, shoes more solid, standing on your mat a little less solid, right? Because it's a softer surface. And now back to that right foot. This time we're going to lift that left leg up, and we're just going to start to move a little bit and try and keep our balance. So the other recommendation is if you're brushing your teeth for 2 minutes and switch your circle around, stand on one foot for either those full 2 minutes or half and half. And then we'll bring that down. We're going to go the other way, other leg, getting some movement. So this is starting to move a little bit, not quite into full dynamic, and then go the other way. But trying to keep that balance even though that leg is moving around. Oops. And then one more time, weight on that right leg, lift that left leg up, and I want you to pretend that you're putting on the socks and imagine that your toe gets stuck and you have to kind of hop, hop, hop around, get that toe out of the way, pull up those socks, then you have shoes to put on, laces to tie. So now, again, this is where we start to get a little more dynamic because there's other stuff going on. Once you have your shoes and socks on, switch to your other side. It's tough to make this realistic because we don't always realize how long it takes to pull on those shoes and socks. And maybe we're used to doing it sitting down. And then relax. So we'll just be adding a little bit of balance this first month of the year. Step out with that right foot, slide forward with the left, tap those toes, come back up again. Just our little movement here, bending that right knee and straightening it, getting some quad and glute work. And balance. Two more. Good. And now we reach to the side as we sit that right hip back, bending into that right quad and that right glute. Hands can stay here. You can bring them with your arms. Nutmeg, come here. Come here. Everybody wants to see you. 2 more times. Good, and now we do the same to the back. We reach back. I realize you're gonna tip forward a little bit, but think about sitting down more than just tipping forward. Two more. And relax. Right leg over left, hand on that left hip. Push up and over so that right hip starts to get a nice stretch. Arm reaches overhead. Round it down a little bit and lift it back up. And then let's go the other way. So right on that left leg, bend and reach through those right toes. Nice, we do that same thing to the side. Again, hands can stay at heart center. You can add some movement. And now we're going to go to the back, reaching back. Sitting into it. Good, stand it up, left over right, arms up and over, push that hip to the left. And come on back up. Let's just come to the back of the mat. We're gonna find that wide stance. Roll through our cat. And inhale, open to our wolf. Oh, bring those hands down. We're gonna slide it forward, walk those feet together. Hands right underneath you. I just want you to take the slowest possible bend in your elbows, lowering. When you need to, bring your knees down. Continue that lower. And once you get down onto your abs, you're simply going to press back and rest. And then we'll come forward in our cat, or our wolf, and back in our cat. Couple more. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and come on over onto our spine. Hugging those knees in. Take a little break here. Left foot on the ground. Give that right knee an extra hug. Maybe circle around. And then other leg. Right foot on the ground, left knee circles. And then both knees in, curl and round, and then extend. We're going to put that left foot on the ground. We're going to hug that right knee in. Grab your right ankle with your right hand, left hand onto your right knee. Lift that shin parallel to the ground, left leg up in the air. And then we'll exhale, reach through those left toes, lift up. So this is our stretchy version of single leg stretch. Come on back down, hug those knees, hands over to the left ankle, and right hand grabs that left knee. And again, we're going to stretch and reach this time through the right leg, and then we'll stay lifted and we'll switch. Last one. Both knees come in, feet down on the ground, arms reach up overhead, little stretch here. Deep breath in, hands to the ceiling, exhale, lift up, inhale, reach those arms overhead and sweep them down as you come down, inhale. Exhale, lift, inhale, reach and sweep. Keep that going for me, please. Good, last time. We're gonna exhale, lift. We're gonna inhale, arms overhead. We're gonna add the legs and extend the legs, sweep the arms, stack tabletop, double leg stretch. Keep that going for me. Beautiful, last one, let's hold it, reach through the toes, reach through the fingers, abs in, and then we'll take a quick hug. Back of the neck is long, legs in tabletop, abs and ribs flat for toe touch. Head, neck, and shoulders get to relax. One leg at a time moves away from the body, or one leg at a time flex through the heel, or squeeze both knees together, lower and lift. Have the challenge of a cat in your way. Abs flat. You can eventually turn this into double leg lower if you want. Keep that going for me, please. Beautiful, legs stay up. Grab the back of that right leg. Let's go into our scissors. Option to do a little pulse as one leg comes in, or for a little extra flexibility, flex through the heel and just pull that leg a little closer and then switch. And we're going to relax, slide those knees in, take a little rock side to side, left foot on the ground, right toes straight up in the air. Take your fingertips, bring them to your hip bones, and you're going to want to find stability here in those hips as we start our leg circles. You inhale to start a circle, and then you exhale to finish the circle, go the other way, so you alternate directions every time. You can start to make your circles bigger as long as your hips are staying nice and quiet. And you can certainly straighten the other leg out on the ground and flex through that heel if you would like. Beautiful, bend that right knee, extend that left leg up in the air, point the toes, start with small circles. Go in the opposite direction every time you finish a circle. Inhaling to start the circle, exhaling to finish it. You can make them a little more aggressive if your hips are staying quiet. You can stretch that right leg out on the ground and flex through that heel. Beautiful. Bend that left knee, right leg beside it. Find a nice neutral spine, heels underneath your knees, shoulders back and down. Nod yes, deep breath in. Exhale, lift up into your bridge. Give a little extra squeeze to go a little higher. Left knee comes in. We're gonna lift and lower, point, and lower, point, and flex. Point 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 and f Last one. Knee down, heel down, hips down. Deep breath in, lift right back up. Give it that little extra lift, right leg up. Extend, reach and lower, point and flex. In the knee, foot on the ground, hips on the ground, wide legs. Let your left knee drop in, right leg drop open. A little bit of stretch for the front of that quad. A little bit into that left glute and low back. Back up through center, right knee drops in, left leg drops open. And then back up through center, we'll do that again. Left knee in, right leg open. And back through center, right knee in, left leg open. Good, soles of the feet together, knees apart. Bring that forehead up. Exhale to roll. Inhale, flap your flippers at the top 3 times for shield, seal. Last time, we come up, we balance for a moment, shoulders back and down, and then legs apart. Let's scoot those hips back for spine stretch. Sit tall and hinge. You can press to grow tall through your spine before you hinge. You can grab hold of your hamstrings or your calves, possibly your feet. Just don't drop into it, right? Stay lifted. And back through center, knees bend, feet are flat, shoulders out of your ears. Exhale, give a little hinge. Inhale up, simple version of roll down. Exhale to move, inhale to come up. Two more. Last one, leave it back. Option to open those arms into a T. And then we're just going to rotate, small rotation. Make sure that you're not grinding down on those vertebrae. And back through center. Grab hold of your legs, round this time, tuck and curl. And as we sit up, we'll just pivot over, stacking those legs and hips up. Knees and ankles, waistline lifted. Let's lift that top leg as a unit. Ankle and knee come up at the same time. And then heels together, we pivot open. And then heels in the air, we pivot open. And relax, give that hip some love. Let's come on up for our side plank. So elbow directly underneath that shoulder, push it back, lift up out of it. And then of course you have options, all 10 toes up in the air, side of the thigh, top leg in front, bottom leg behind, or stack them up. And then let's give a little extra lift and an arch, a little lift and arch. And gently down. And we'll go over to the other side for those two. So stack those knees, hips and ankles. Head down, waistline lifted, top leg lifts as a unit. And then heels together, we pivot open. And then knees down, heels lift, we open. Give that hip a little bit of love. Come on up into your side plank position. Elbow underneath your shoulder. Option to have legs in the air or feet in the air, straddle or stack. And then again, we'll give that little extra lift. And as we come down, we go over onto our abs. Reach one leg long, point the toes, bring it down, other leg lift, point, and bring it down. Hands right underneath your shoulders, abs pulled in, kneecaps lift, but toes press down. Deep breath in. Exhale, press up. Inhale, lift your hands. Exhale, dive forward, breaststroke. All 10 toes stay on the ground, thighs stay lifted. And relax. Let's bend those knees, windshield wiper. And relax. Keep your forehead resting on your hands. Let's lift all 10 toes and just give me a little flutter kick. And relax. Let's put those last two things together. Hands right underneath you. Deep breath in. Exhale, both ends of the body lift. Inhale, head goes up. Start your flutter kick and dive forward. And then let's press back, resting position, shell stretch. Hands out in front of you. Let's undulate through our cat and our wolf. Beautiful. Stack it up. Stretch your right toes. Press through that heel. Get a beautiful stretch through that leg. And then shift forward to your on the fronts of your toenails. And then just lift that leg off the ground. Feel free to stay here or take your left arm up by your left ear. Stay there or tap and lift. And relax. Let's roll through that cat. Open in that wolf. Tuck those left toes, press through that heel, get a nice stretch. And then start to come forward, point those toes, lift that leg. Option, lift that right arm, hold or tap and lift. And relax. And again, we'll go through cat and cow or wolf. Beautiful. All right, let's come on back over onto our spine. Knees are stacked in tabletop, directly above your hips, arms out into a T. We're just going to start a little side to side here. Try and keep those knees together. And then you can start to make your range of motion bigger, so long as you can keep your toes where you can see them and your knees together. Couple more. And then let's just let those legs drop to one side for a little twist and relax. Come on back up and let the knees drop the other way. Come on back up, stretch that left leg out on the ground, flex through that heel, and just think about stretching out the front of that left thigh as you hug that right knee in as close as you can, getting the rib and the thigh to touch. Lift yourself up just an inch and then roll back down. Move that right leg over to the right. Let's get some movement through the ankle. And then move it to center. Reach down with your left hand, grab your right big toe, and start to move it. And then bring that right leg across so that the knee comes to the center of your chest. Feel that outer hip stretch. And then put the foot on the ground on the outside, right arm to the side, and then let it drop over in a twist here. While you're there, tuck your left knee behind it, deepening that twist. Then press back through center, keep your knees how they are, drop them to the right. Keep your knees how they are, come back through center, left foot on the ground, right leg reaches up, grab your hamstring, flex and point. Circle that ankle. Slide up, reach up for your ankle, pull your toes back down. Maybe you can even use your hand to pull them down. Good, and then cross that ankle over the left thigh, push it open, feel that stretch, keep your left hip down and your right thigh moving away. And then we'll reach around and grab that left hamstring and take a little rock side to side. And then we'll pull that left knee in even closer for a very deep stretch on that right hip. And then again, we're going to keep the legs exactly how they are and let the right foot and the left thigh land on the ground. Bring that right knee across. And then open back up, stretch it out. Flex through the right heel, start to feel some stretch on the front of that right leg. Bring that left knee in, get it as close as you can. Lift yourself up, pull it back down. Rotate through that left ankle. Reach with your right hand, grab that left big toe, move it around a little bit. Bring that leg across your body. Feeling that stretch. And then let yourself twist to the right. And tuck that right knee behind the left to deepen. We'll come back through center, leave the legs how they are, let them twist to the left. Come back through center. Slide that left one, press it open, push the right hip down. Extend it up, point and flex, rotate. And then cross it over again and reach behind your right hamstring. Get a nice opening through that left hip. And then we'll let those legs drop to the right in that exact position. And then we'll tuck. We'll lift back up. I don't remember what we did. So when you're ready, just hug both knees into your chest. Hopefully we did the same thing on both sides. Bring your forehead up, roll it up. Make your way to your hands and knees. Let's stagger, left hand forward, right knee forward, undulate forward and back. And then square everything up. Right hand and left knee go forward and undulate. And everything square again, press back, drag forward, roll back. And then we'll come up and tuck the toes, press it out. Walk it back, not yes and shake no. Roll and extend. All right, thank you guys.